All right, this is Maria Imp calling the September 29th, 2022 Board of Trustees, Franklin Public Library Board of Trustees Personnel Committee meeting to order. In attendance are myself, Doris Weber.
Here.
We have no minutes to approve, so that will be tabled until our next meeting. So the approval, the second item on the agenda, the approval of the January 24th meeting minutes will be tabled until the next meeting.
Is somebody taking all
That's no problem, because typically for this committee,
I
was always
not
doing
working.
it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, good.
All right.
I just want to make sure.
So number 2 is tabled, and I made that split decision. The meeting is running a little late due to technical difficulties. Setting up the recording. All right, we have on our, the first item of business is to review the library director's job description. That was sent to us by Jennifer. So we should each...
That we've already talked about at the...
This is the job description that we approved last year, and now suddenly I can't find my...
So we just did this really recently. She sent it on Monday afternoon.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Here we go. I couldn't find it. Doris, to bring you up to speed, Judy and Ravian and I have worked the past 2 or 3 years to clean up the evaluation process and update the the library director job description. It used to be like 6 pages long, and we cleaned it up and approved it last February 28th. The board approved it. So.
Oh, just a few months ago.
Yeah, really, it was.
So do we need to approve it if the board already approved it?
No, we had talked about making sure that the evaluation process evaluated her. The evaluation process evaluated her based on her job description. I just asked her to get this to us so we all had the same copy in front of us. So the purpose of it is just to review it, not to approve it or anything of evaluation purposes. So, any questions about that?
No.
Or any comments? Oh, shoot.
Still, it looks good and relevant.
Yeah. Like I said, we reviewed several other libraries and okay. And
can you just tell me which one did I send you guys, the board or the staff?
I believe you sent us
staff, maybe?
It
must have been.
Library director's evaluation staff.
Okay.
Right. So not the...
Okay, I will send this other one over as we speak.
Okay. Oh. So what we have done in the past is just kind of gone through this section by section and made sure the statements on the evaluation form were still relevant, if any rewording needed to be done, or anything needed to be added or subtracted. So since you maybe looked at this a little bit, Doris, as you were rewriting or sending it, I guess we'll just go through section by section. So this is for the staff input, the one I'm looking at right now. Do you have that in front of you, Judy?
Yeah, I have it in front of me.
Okay, and Doris,
I do.
just let me know when you have the staff input in front of you.
Well, Doris is looking for that. The
Yes.
first question says, determine the degree of accomplishment based on expected performance of the job description.
Yes.
Do they have a copy of the job description?
Oh.
Do we need to put some, like, public, or is it like, you know what I mean, like staff would have access to it?
Well, I think it's public, but I don't.
Do you think we need to attach
Well, I wonder if we need to
it?
attach it.
Or do we need to just note in that sentence, see, job description is a,
It
Okay.
in case they want to look at it. It's,
Maybe
that
then-
way it's just right there and
Sure.
they don't.
okay.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we wanted to redo the job description.
Right.
Do we need to make a note on this form that job description is attached? So
Yeah, I would say something
Yeah.
like.
see attached.
I don't know. I don't really like
Yeah.
See attached.
I don't know. I don't really like. God, I hope I write this, but I don't really like the way it's worded.
That right up there.
Yeah, determine the degree of accomplishment based on expected performance of the job description.
I
Can't we just say how well did the executive director or the library director perform her job? How well did the executive director or the library director perform her job this year?
I would say that going through this and nothing to I know you guys spent a ton of time on it, but it is very wordy.
Yeah.
Well, and we even cut it down.
Yeah.
It's
And we
Yeah.
well, and we even cut it down.
Yeah.
it's
And we
I just
were
think like,
right.
Yeah.
We were trying to cover everything and try to allow people to comment in the different areas and to give them specific things to think of. You know, all the different kinds of people that are considered her staff and what kind of evaluation they might be comfortable filling out. But so we want to be specific but not too wordy. I think we cut every section down to no more than two. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the first one, why can't we just say how well did Jennifer perform her job this year, and then put in parentheses, if helpful, see attached job description.
You mean under where it says the directions? Because that's what the first thing is.
Oh, so that's not showing up on mine.
So directions for the evaluation process.
Oh, I got it. Okay,
Determine-
that's not showing. Yeah, it's not
So-
showing up on mine as being the directions. I got it.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so- 'cause I'm
So
on my phone.
basically, the directions for
Oh,
the
that's the
entire form
difference.
are you are supposed to determine the degree of accomplishment based on expected performance of the job description.
So, I wonder if even though for the evaluation process, like the degree of accomplishment, right? Can we just say at the evaluation process, please provide input on
Please rate, since we call
yeah,
them
please rate.
ratings.
Yeah, please rate the library director's job expectations.
Are you able to correct this as we speak?
Yep. And
Okay.
and
And
so
so
can
are we.
either one
Okay.
of you. Yep.
Oh,
So
Well, I'm on my phone, so it's not as easy.
Right. No, I know. Do you wanna take the notes on the form then, Doris, since it's in your computer? I mean, I have it on mine too, but
yep. So
I don't want to be. I mean, I have it on mine too, but
yep. So
I don't want to be typing two separate things. Is what I'm saying.
right. So
Okay.
okay, we're doing.
Why don't you take out?
I know I'm almost
Yeah.
tempted to do it on paper,
Sure.
and
I don't.
I should have printed out it. Well, okay, no. What are we? I'll just type it and should have printed out it. Well, okay, no. What are we? I'll just type it and change it if we're good with what we're changing. Do we want to say it one more time and then?
Okay, so under evaluation process, get rid of the first sentence.
Okay.
And Judy, say yours again.
Well, I think it was please rate how well. Oh my God, it's changing before my eyes. Cause
Oh, is it?
that funny?
It's funny. Oh, okay. How well library director?
Lib-
How well the library director?
Oh, it should probably be capital, right?
Yeah.
Performed her job this year.
Her, his, her.
No, absolutely. We gotta do it right. Please rate how well the library director performed their
I could do there
job
job
this year. Parentheses.
like reflective of their job description, or
job description is attached, something like that.
yeah. I think that second sentence, provide evidence of.
Can we just say, please provide specific examples?
Yes, I was gonna say, I think providing specific examples. Yes, I was gonna say, I think providing specific examples is important to state, because we always get.
So I think you could just say, Doris, please provide specific examples in the comment boxes. So instead of saying providing evidence of goal satisfaction,
Right.
just say, please provide evidence of goal satisfaction.
Right.
Just say, please provide evidence of, and then you can get goal satisfaction and all that stuff.
Please provide, keep the rest, please provide.
Oh, you already
evidence.
need evidence. Please provide specific
Oh,
examples.
please provide.
Yeah, I just realized as I was reading it. Yeah, just please provide specific examples in the comment boxes. So we're trying to make it as simple as possible, I think.
Right. I don't know, mine's not changing before my eyes.
Well, are you in the Google document?
I am. That's
I
okay.
agree that is much.
Much more concise.
Well,
you
it's
know,
just
every time we get a
easier.
new member of this committee, like Ravian's background was
Right.
so it's.
Okay, now I
think
just
we
gotta
know.
figure out why these aren't lined up. No, you're not gonna like that, huh?
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, I might not be signed into Google. That might be why.
That looks better. I mean, and after this all settles, I'll
Okay.
like go back and
Yeah,
look,
just
and you
double
guys
check
can do
it,
the
yeah.
same. Okay.
Okay, then the first section was collection development. User needs and wants are determined on an ongoing basis and are
this
translated
is-
into acquisitions and services in a timely
Okay,
manner.
hold on, I gotta do the little eye thing so I can actually see it, not edited.
Got it.
See, and I've never made it in Google before, so this is all a little bit like,
Gotcha.
that is not what I wanted. Oh, here, it's up in the
I
corner.
don't even, I could grab a sheet of paper from Sam or something. I don't have like just a blank piece of paper. Would you, do you want me to go grab a piece of paper?
In the first one, the collection is maintained in a. I thought there was two in there. Now there's only one.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's okay.
Can you fix it?
You know what? Go to edit undo on yours.
I'm trying to find where that button is.
At the very, well, I don't know how your computer's set, but at the very top, just of your regular browser.
Yeah, right here, right? I'm trying to get that. Oh God, I don't know what I got rid of. The heck! Oh my God, I am so sorry.
It's okay, don't worry about it, because I saved the email, so... I saved the email, so...
But does the email have...
Well, it's the original, so I can open up her email. And then just recopy and paste. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah, when I go in the back button, it's not going...
It's not a huge deal.
Yeah, when I go in the back button, it's not going back on it. I was trying to get it. I can't see my phone. This is why I'm trying to get into Hotmail now, because I can't see on my phone the whole sentence.
So if you find the little eyeball too, you can see it. You should be able to see the whole thing as it will look to other people.
Okay, I'm a little afraid right now of doing anything. This document.
I gotcha. I understand.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I don't know if this for you, for us. Did you look at collection development?
Oh yeah, I deleted something accidentally when I was looking at
Okay,
it.
yes. Is it back or?
No, Doris is figuring it out because...
I have it in front of me because I'm not signed into Google. So
Okay,
mine
oh
isn't
good, then you can
changing.
tell us what it is because...
The first one?
Yeah, collection development.
Collection development. User need an undo. Is there an undo?
I probably could, but I'm not...
You're
you know,
not.
if this is my daughter, like, for school, like, she would know exactly what she's doing.
Right. I know, right?
We don't...
Let me know when you.
Yeah, we
if
can't,
you want
we
me
can't
to
edit things in Google Documents at work because we need to have a trail of all edits for... Fine.
See, and I don't. Yeah, this isn't normally.
Do you not do?
Well, I'm a
Yeah.
Mac user, so I
Right.
usually just use everything through
Right. Yeah.
the Mac programs. I've used Google a little bit because the school district uses it.
Yeah.
So
Well, like I said, if you want to just start writing it that's fine.
Actually,
but
it is better to just edit it
Yes.
right now.
Did you?
Hold on, I just gotta find Ravian's original send to me. Because hers wasn't edited.
Right, but then now you have to redo that first one.
But I don't have to redo the whole thing, just the little part. So it'll be, it's fine. Actually, it's a good thing in this case. I just have to locate it. Can I get into here? We're in staff. Okay.
Oh, okay, I see.
So which one did you accidentally delete? The user needs
Yeah, the user
wants-
one. Yeah,
okay.
the user one. That's
Accidentally delete. The user needs
the user
wants-
one. Yeah,
okay.
the user one. That's the one I deleted.
Perfect, okay.
Okay. Oh, so you actually have it now in front of you.
I have the original, yeah.
Gotcha.
So it'll just take me 1 second to copy and paste.
Gotcha. That direction page or the.
I'm going to delete this.
Gotcha. That direction page or the.
I'm going to delete that. Let's go back into forms. Now I can create a new question. Oh, wait. Oh, here. This is the one that's I can edit. Okay. Oh, no. The collection is maintained. That one is still there.
Yeah, it was just the first one I got rid of.
First one, user needs, wants are determined on an ongoing basis and are translated into acquisitions and services in a time.
I'm making changes to the other one right now.
Oh, well, I see the collection is maintained. That
No,
one-
is it
there's
making
one before it.
Yeah, there's supposed to be one before it.
Oh,
But can
hold on.
do you see if is this show that I'm making changes in this document for you?
No.
That's weird.
It's weird that your phone was so fast.
You just put it in.
Oh.
My God. Okay, I gotta stop doing this. No. Yeah.
And mine's
Oh,
not
here.
doing anything, but like I said, I'm not
Okay, you're gonna put it in
signed
too,
those, so-
or is it?
Oh, you already put it in? You're putting it in right now?
No, I
haven't
not
done anything.
No, I haven't done. You put it in line 2. Is that where you were putting it?
Yeah, I was just going to
Put it
switch
in line
them.
2.
Oh, hold on. Now it doesn't have...
Where you were putting it?
Yeah, I was just going to
Put
switch
it in line
them.
2.
Oh, hold on. Now it doesn't have me having it selected. What the heck? Go ahead. If you had it up.
No, I didn't have it up. I want to
Okay.
make a change to line 1, and I was trying to multitask,
Okay, so
but I'm not going to do it.
What's line 1?
The collection is maintained. It's too
Oh.
wordy. I'm trying not
User-
to do it.
What's line 1?
The collection is maintained. It's too
Oh.
wordy. I'm trying to get it
Well, and see, I have the user needs and wants
as line. I don't think it
as
matters.
line 1, but I don't really care for the
It-
wording on that. I mean, I know
Yeah,
it.
so
would
let's
and
talk-
remember, this is for the staff, so the staff
Well, that's why I feel
has
like...
much more
Well, that's why I feel
has
like...
much more insight into collection development, and they, we don't have to answer these. Our questions are different, but
Okay, why? What the heck is going on? And this one's not letting me edit, which fine.
Let me close out of it. Maybe it's because I'm in the document.
No, okay, here. I found it. I just have too many of these open. Oh, but now it won't let me paste. Why is it? What the heck? That's right, I opened. Well, stat here. I need to exit out of all these other ones except for the one. And this one. This is the original. Okay.
This is so much easier when we're able to do teams and have it in front of all of us at the same time.
Ah, that's right. Yes. I have used that once through Microsoft.
Yeah. Or what was it, Zoom? I mean, we were in something where we could share. It was easier.
you know what?
Okay, now.
So we did a Zoom meeting, and she shared her Google
Yes,
screen.
now.
So we did a Zoom meeting, and she shared her Google
Yes, her
screen, and
screen.
she was the only one typing.
Yes.
That's how
Okay,
she
here.
did it.
Now it
And
should be good. Do you see it?
I'm opening up the form again. I closed
Okay.
out of it because I thought maybe that was the problem.
Okay, so now let's talk about it. I'm sorry.
Yep, I see it. I do see it. The problem.
Okay, so now let's talk about it. I'm sorry.
Yep, I see it. I do see it now.
Okay.
So which one are we doing first? The collection is
Oh.
maintained?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because
Okay.
we SWAT. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so how do you want to reword that one? Judy.
Okay, so I'm going to try to edit it while we're talking.
Yep.
I was thinking we would say and materials are appropriately acquired.
In compliance
Yes,
with policies.
Yes.
With current policies?
Well,
I mean,
those are
obviously,
the, I don't want to
those are
say
the only-
current. Yeah.
just
Policies. I just think that's a little bit more
Yes.
succinct.
Yep.
Yes, because when I was reading through these, actually, I'll be honest, partially through, I stopped reading them because I'm like, ugh, like I just.
Right.
If you want people to do a survey, if you actually want them to do it, you can't be that wordy, and everything needs to be simple for them to
Right.
just quick read, click, and move on. Because if they have to stop and reread, they're not going to do it.
Okay, so that's a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if then for that other one, user wants / needs / wants are determined on basis. Period.
It's still so long.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And are translated into acquisitions and services.
No,
So what does that mean? I mean, like,
Yeah,
but isn't that part of the collection is maintained and materials are appropriately acquired?
Right.
Can we just say here, user needs / basis?
Period.
Okay,
That's
period.
where I wanted it to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Because I don't know why we need to say and then are translated, because that's part of the acquisition.
So
Right.
basically, the collection. So basically,
We're
these two
always-
questions were just trying to say, like, the collection items were being collected appropriately, and then the user in other words, is any other wants and needs of them.
Basically, it's like we're always listening to our patrons.
Yeah.
Well, why do we say library patrons instead of users?
Yeah.
Well, library users. I mean, is it just
They're patrons of the library.
Even if they're not.
users? I mean, is it just
They're patrons of the library.
Even if they're online or calling,
They're still our
they're still
patrons.
patrons.
yeah, patron? Sure. Yeah.
I could just say patrons instead of
I
users.
think so.
I don't even have to say library. I can say patrons, needs, wants for materials, because that's what we're
I
talking about.
think so.
I don't even have to say library. I can say patrons, needs, wants for materials, because that's what we're talking about. For materials are determined
Yes. Why don't you
on an
say
ongoing
for?
basis.
Okay, so we should probably
On a continual.
on an ongoing basis. Yeah. Jennifer changed for the collection policy. What did she change it all from materials to items or from items to materials?
Oh.
Because we now have so many things that
Oh.
are not like books.
It's not item.
No, I think
Yeah.
it is items.
Maybe it is items
Yeah.
instead
Let
of
me see.
materials.
Franklin Public Library. Let me see if I can. Policy.
We have everything
right,
else, so
yeah.
we now. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Materials selection. I think it was the materials select.
I'm leaving it to you to edit. You're a much faster typer.
That's fine. I'm hoping it saves. I'm like thinking everything I hope it saves.
Well, it auto saves.
Okay.
So, I would assume as I refresh here.
She has material for
Every time I
material
refresh it.
selection. She has material for
Every time I
material
refresh it.
selection. That's so the material selection one is materials. But I thought
Yeah, I think.
I
think
we
it's
just did a
items.
different.
Yeah, I think.
I thought
think
we just
it's
did a
items.
different one.
Maybe online is just not updated.
Challenged materials.
Because it is.
Because the material selection, it was back to February, and this is February 28th.
I'll just use items for now. We can
Yeah,
ask for that question before we finalize it.
Sure.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so I changed it to items.
Okay.
Before we go any further, so do we. In this, we can also make people fill out the comment section, or you can opt that they don't have to fill out that comment section. It's not required because at least we were getting the top part.
Right. We never had it required before, but oftentimes we have answers and we don't have any.
Right.
I think we should require a response
For
in each row.
it.
It's not. I don't know if that's actually requiring.
I mean, it will literally not let them submit the survey if they don't do it
Don't
then.
put a comment.
And I'm afraid that we just won't. We could do it for the board, because I would hope that we would all take the time to fill in any comments.
Well,
But
the reason I
Somebody
mentioned-
might just.
So what maybe you're seeing somewhere else, Doris. But with that thing where it says require a response in each row, which I thought meant you had to give a rating,
Yes.
not
Oh.
include a comment.
When you go on to the comments, and you know what it might be, is because it wouldn't let me make you guys full creators on it, only the difference.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because mine is just require a response in each row. It doesn't say require a comment.
And that's
Because comments are a separate question from the actual.
Oh, I see. Now it popped up.
multi-question.
So I would be fine saying require a response in each row, and then
Leaving the comments to
maybe do
Okay.
it
I
that
think
way.
that's a good
Yeah.
idea. Because
That's how I
think
have
that,
it
you
set.
know,
Okay.
I don't know. Do we have any like young? Really, I mean, we.
I would
often
hate for
have a high
somebody-
school.
Right. I would hate for
person-
somebody to not submit anything
Right,
because they don't want to
feel
leave
like they
one.
have to comment. and
Okay,
for everyone.
so I think we just require the response in each row.
Yeah,
and
have to comment. and
Okay,
for everyone.
so I think we just require the response in each row.
Yes,
And
but not the comments.
Comments.
Okay.
then, okay. Anything else there, or are we good on one?
Good on the collection development? Okay.
Yep.
Going on to maintenance and construction of physical plant. Director engages on a maintenance and construction of physical plant. Director engages on a daily basis in efforts to properly maintain the library facility and grounds.
She's
I don't
never
know
doing
about-
this on a daily basis. There's like no way for her to do it on a daily basis.
Engages
Should we say
to
director
properly-
routinely?
Or the director engages to properly maintain the library facility and grounds.
Well, why about just say director properly maintains?
Yep.
I'm not even looking at the efforts. I just want to know, like, is it properly maintained, right?
Yep.
So
That's a
director properly
I think
And
properly
facility.
includes.
in grounds.
Yes.
Okay. Director properly maintains the library facility and grounds.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one, director engages proactively in efforts to properly maintain the facility and grounds.
Oh, it's just, I'm like, what is? Okay.
The director proactively.
Yeah, I don't like to engages proactively.
Well, I think that's like our, has a long-term plan.
Yeah, I know,
for
but I still like I think it
maintenance.
should be proactively engages.
Sure.
Engages.
Sure. Proactively engages in properly maintaining the facilities and grounds on a long-term basis.
Okay, that's way
I know,
faster than I am
proper-
right now. No, you're way faster.
Okay.
Proactive, because I can only see 3 words at a time.
Oh.
Proactively engages in efforts to see 3 words at a time.
Oh.
Proactively engages in efforts to.
Maintain
Well, it would be better if I could.
the library facility and grounds. So the rest is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Just
probably
switches.
don't even need on a long term.
Just
Oh, you probably
switches.
don't even need on a long term basis. You can probably delete.
No, I think
You do?
it has been important to us that
Oh,
we have
because of
long
the
range planning
plans.
and
You're right, and that's
not
a
just
strategic.
not just reactive. We need to have a long term.
You're right.
We would like to keep. I think that's and
And
really,
the patio and
Sure, I
yeah.
mean, like
Mhm.
3 years ago, there was no plan with the city for anything. So, yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
go with that one.
good. Alrighty. Utilization and development of staff force providing quality customer service. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that one.
Yeah.
Director appropriately interacts with, motivates, and enables staff.
That one I think is.
I think that was fine, yeah.
Yep.
Safety issues are addressed effectively, and staff and public are educated.
What does that mean?
I don't like that one, but
Why can't we just say safety issues are addressed effectively?
in a timely
Because
manner?
we have- 'cause
Or
we-
effectively
yeah.
and immediately?
Yeah, I like that because we did have that issue where it was not being
Right.
effectively. I like that, but I think the training part of it is addressed with provides training.
Right.
Training part of it is addressed with provides training.
Right. Okay, so do we want to?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
getting
so
there.
I think they have public in there for the public that would be in the building.
Right.
Yeah, but that would apply if we just said safety issues are addressed effectively immediately. That would apply to whoever it is, right? There'd be no limit. If safety issues are addressed effectively immediately, that would apply to whoever it is, right? There'd be no limit.
Oh, right. If you're taking out the separating the staff and
Right.
the public, okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Safety issues are addressed effectively and immediately. Because
And
that
then
would
just
apply.
drop the rest.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that would apply to both staff and public.
Mm-hmm.
And then the training
Do we
opportunities.
want to add and
Oh, yeah.
communicate it to staff and public, or do we just?
I
wanna
don't
leave
think
that?
so
Yeah.
Just
because
leave it
Right.
as.
oh, it's a encompassed within they're addressing it effectively and
Right,
immediately. So I
right.
think
So
we
yeah,
get
you
that.
would communicate that.
Yeah.
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 Overly.
Yep. Provides training opportunities to staff. Do we need to elaborate on that more, or
I can say appropriate.
there we go? Appropriate
Yeah.
training opportunities to staff. There you go.
I did like the way that Annalie brought up in some PD if her staff wanted to join in that. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
And free training if any of it aligned. I thought that was really
Yeah, I wonder if we should encourage her to
take her up on
like
that.
automatically
Well, at least-
send those
Yeah, I was gonna
notices
say get
of her,
yeah.
just as a automatic thing, if she could be on the list on her list email list to send out.
Yeah,
that would
just
be-
so that she could decide whether it's
Right,
worth
right.
sending the
Yeah.
staff to or not.
Exactly.
If the-
Okay, now we're on to community
Community
development. These are
Speaking
really
of,
long.
Right.
These are really long.
The needs of the community are effectively provided,
Effectively twice.
right.
and are
And
the needs
communicated.
of the community.
Well, what does
Why
that
would
mean?
we need to communicate it to the public? The needs of the community are provided for.
What
I
does
like
that
that.
even mean?
Yeah, I don't know what.
I think we were thinking the needs of the community. We are providing and communicating to them what we are providing. I mean, I think that's the gist of it. That not only are we trying to discover the needs of the community and provide something for them, but then make sure that they are aware of what we're providing. It's a super long way
Okay.
of
Yeah.
they are aware of what we're providing. It's a super long way
Okay.
of
Yeah.
interpreting that.
Yeah, but is that really community development?
Right. Does that?
I put down the needs of the community
Yeah,
are considered in library operations.
I like that even better.
Because isn't that really what it's about? We need to look at what the needs are and we need to consider that.
Yeah.
Because isn't that really what it's about? We need to look at what the needs are and we need to consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how
That's-
do you wanna
Well, just how
Say
she
it
said
again.
it. The needs of the
The
community.
needs of the, I have it in the document. The needs of the
Oh.
community are considered in library operations.
yeah, that's yeah. Mm-hmm.
'Cause it's not a communication issue. It's a what is your need?
Yep, I like that better.
And figuring out the needs are part of the communication. So
Right. And then the second one, opportunities are identified to increase interaction with schools. Okay, yeah, we wanted to have a school one, and to capitalize on efficiencies by working together. I think increasing
opportunities and efficiencies are identified to increase interaction with the school.
Perfect. Yeah.
Then what do we
It's funny,
mean
Judy.
by the
Next year we'll rewrite
efficiencies?
these all again.
I know,
Every year they get rewritten. Eventually,
But
we'll be
every
done.
year we like them. I mean, opportunities.
Too broad.
I know,
we
right?
need to
Yeah,
put
we
way
do.
more words in these.
So
Opportunities.
efficiencies with the school with schools are identified.
Did you say opportunities and efficiencies?
Yeah, with schools
Yeah.
are identified. I don't. Yeah, with
Yeah.
schools
Yeah.
are identified. I don't think you need to say to increase.
And implemented, or
Hold on. I
mean-
can say identified and implemented. Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
And then the third,
Okay.
And then the third one about outreach and services, I think that one's okay. You know, she has a staff person doing it, but
It
that's
still is under
under
her.
her, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Anything else with those?
No, I
And then
think fine.
program.
That's fine.
Anything else with those?
No, I
and then
think fine.
programming, they are assessed before implementation, planned, implemented, and evaluated for continuation, modification. Oh my goodness.
This is
Yeah,
so long.
How did
And
Judy,
so
I'm
many
sure
of the
we
same
wrote this
words.
last year. But I think what we did, Doris, I do remember this one into
Okay.
one, and just trying to encompass the whole idea that we're like assessing before, during, and after for you know what I mean? That's the gist of it, but it did get very wordy, but we then cut out a question or a statement or two, so.
So we'll see what Judy types up here.
Programs are assessed, let's see, programs are assessed before implementation. Okay, programs are assessed.
Why is this
And
so long?
evaluated,
Well, I would almost put like
assessed,
Why can't we just say programs are appropriately assessed, evaluated, planned, and implemented?
so why are we saying that they're assessed? Why wouldn't we put
because let's say,
needs of the community are why wouldn't we put
because let's say,
needs of the community are
assessed,
evaluated,
or, right. Prior
programs
to-
are planned, appropriately
Right.
implemented,
So I think this is, we had a couple of things here. Like one was making, so I think this is, we had a couple of things here. Like one was making sure we're constantly looking at a program. And like, if
Right.
it doesn't work, we're not offering it again, right?
Or someone might have a
right.
great idea.
Okay,
but
so that's
it's
your
not really
assessment.
gonna-
Right. So that's the
Okay.
appropriately assessed. Then the evaluate.
Is after.
Oh, that's
programs.
evaluating them after.
Yeah,
After
okay.
did
Yep.
they meet the needs? Or did
Planned
they-
is if you're going to do it,
right.
planning correctly,
Right.
and then
Planning for-
implemented.
Obviously.
Yeah.
it's
So, but
putting
I don't
it
know
in.
if we need the continuation modification on a regular basis. Can't we just say,
Programs are continually, routinely.
yeah, like
Like-
routinely?
I mean, I do see how you had this in multiple questions before.
So like just because we always do whatever,
Right,
does
right,
that
like
mean
your
that
waddlers
we
and
always
wa-
have to do it?
Right,
I mean,
right.
they or you know. So I think that's what we were
Right.
getting at writing this.
Mm-hmm.
Writing this.
Or even
statement.
like the create the space.
Right.
Is it costing too much
Right.
for
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
what it's bringing in? And
Do you want to read that again, Judy? What you have, kind of.
If you just have this up on your screen. Routinely and appropriately assessed, comma, evaluated, comma, planned, and implemented. And that's it.
Yep.
yeah, that
Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me
Well, we're almost done with this.
I know,
one.
right? So it's,
I'm hoping this
my-
saves.
I mean, it's all updating already. So
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let me see if this works.
Programs are routinely and appropriate. That's when we just did a crisis management.
Yep.
Oh, that was easy. Got it. Oh, but I lost. Okay.
Effectively responded to issues raised as a result of the pandemic and current events.
I think it says responds, not responded. I mean, I think effectively,
responded.
we need to change that. Effectively responds to issues raised. Is the pandemic even responds to issues raised? Is the pandemic even really?
I think. Let me see here.
Can't we just say effectively responds to unanticipated issues?
I signed into Google. I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
Unanticipated issues.
I signed into Google. I'm good.
good.
Yeah.
I'm good now. Finally.
Okay.
Crisis management. I think that's why we added the current events, because we knew that would one day be over.
over
So
soon,
we don't
yes.
want to get rid of it. But do we want to take pandemic out of there?
I think we should take
Yeah.
pandemic out. Anticipated issues and events.
Perfect. Yep. Did you redo that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it's not showing up on mine.
Just
All your
refresh
other-
it.
Okay, I was gonna say all the other ones did, so now let me, thank you, yeah. Because
So
the
I don't have to-
program one, I had to sign out and sign, or, okay.
So now when you go into your email or whatever, you should be able to find
Yep,
the.
so are we all good with the, staff evaluation?
Yeah, so I would say, like, later, making sure that it all seems good. I'm still going to add the library logo to the beginning of it because I just think, at least when they open it, they know it's not spam if it has our logo and
Right.
whatever on it.
Right. The other thing you can do, like I said at our meeting, some of the board members. The other thing you can do, like I said at our meeting, some of the board members did end up, for whatever reason, it went to spam.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get ready to send this out, and I think it could be any time you
Right.
feel like we're done with this now,
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer could probably even send out some. Jennifer could probably even send out something to the staff saying it's coming, so look for it. Although I think it's going to their library emails. So
I thought it was just the board members that had the problem getting it.
I think so. Yeah.
I was going to say,
Yeah, so-
we can send, I mean, is it really secret from her that, or can we just
I
send
think
her
the
the link?
results.
The results would still only be to us.
Right. Yeah.
So can't we just send the link to her and have her send it out?
I don't know how Radian did that last year.
I mean, I got to do like a double, like, make sure it works kind of,
Right.
and make sure he takes it and then check the.
Right. Right. And you have to attach the
Right.
job description. So.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I hope that's saved because I just closed out of it.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, it's good here. So, I mean, we'll test all that stuff, and then
Yeah.
we'll get back
Okay.
together before, obviously.
Right. Board trustees input. Determine the degree of accomplishment based on expected performance of the job description. Again, do we want to change that to what we said on the staff one? Provide evidence of goal satisfaction. What did we have on the staff one?
Did you just send this one, Doris?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta find it. Okay.
So again,
Well,
yeah.
wait a minute. Did you send?
let's see.
Oh, wait, why is this staff?
Wait a minute. I didn't get.
Did I send staff again? Do you?
Yeah, I think you can.
No,
send
I got the board.
Oh, okay.
Where did you get the board? I got staff input.
Do you?
Yeah, I think you can.
No,
send
I got the board.
Oh, okay.
Where did you get the board? I got staff input. Mine is staff input.
Well, I
I
sent
have
him.
library director. She sent it.
I sent him at the
Yeah.
exact from the same thing.
It says
So-
library director evaluation dash
You know what?
staff.
exact from the same thing.
It says
So-
library director evaluation dash
You know what?
staff input.
She sent that other one through a bait. It was.
Yeah,
and I
a
wonder
bait.
if
Oh, did it go to your spam?
it was
Maybe.
spam. Well, that would be my only a
Hold
bait.
on, hold on. Let me see here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into my. I searched for Doris. That's why. And
Oh,
it's
no,
not
no, no.
open to
Yeah.
Doris.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be marketing@abaitwist.org.
Yes, I'm accepting the invitation. Oh my god, why is something so complicated? Okay. Okay, so determine the.
Yeah. Do we want to change here?
Yeah.
I mean, do we want to change that first sentence again?
Yeah, what we say in the last one.
I will read it to you. Please rate how well the library director performed their job this year. Job description is attached. And then the second sentence, provide evidence of
Provide
goal-
specific examples.
Yeah, is good.
Provide specific examples.
Now we have then on ours we have guidelines. I guess that wasn't necessarily
No, I think
on
we
the
were
staff.
just, yeah.
So the trustees will complete this form and review the evaluation with the library director. The library director will know the standards against which he or she will be evaluated. Will know the standards against which he or she will be evaluated, and evaluation will occur at least once a year. Both parties will prepare for the evaluation, the library director by conducting a self-evaluation, and the board by examining various sources of information relating to the individual's performance.
Why do you need to say both parties will prepare for the... Say the library director will conduct a self-evaluation.
And then, like, 2 separate points. Number 3, library director will conduct a self-evaluation. Number 4, the board of trustees will examine sources of information relating to the director's performance. What sources?
The font and stuff on the other one. I can tell you didn't do it on this one. It's smaller.
Can you see what I'm changing?
You know, unless I refresh it, it's not live on mine. But
okay, I think we need to change this a little bit. Okay, this is what I think we need to do. Library director will know the standards. Library director will conduct a self-evaluation. Evaluations will be solicited from staff.
Examining various sources. Okay.
5, the library board of trustees will consider the self-evaluation, staff feedback on personal interactions, based on interactions with the library director.
maybe interactions, not personal.
I took it
Yeah.
out, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Director, including at board meetings.
Right. That's
The evaluations
should include a
Okay,
discussion.
I'm actually gonna
Yeah.
change. It's not really it.
Should include discussion of strengths as well as areas.
Oh, here. Elicited from staff and individual board members. I'll read this to you when I get done here.
Yeah, I can just keep refreshing it.
Did you start the recording on this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because it's still red.
Right.
It's still what?
Red up here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It shows me it's like
Okay.
the heartbeat screen.
Oh, all right.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. This is what I say now.
Yes, it's not.
Okay, can you just refresh it?
Yep. Screen.
Oh, all right.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. This is what I say now.
Yes, it's not.
Okay, can you just refresh it?
Yep. Okay, we'll conduct self-eval, will be solicited from staff and board members, it will include discussion.
Can you just refresh it?
Yep. Okay, we'll conduct self-eval, will be solicited from staff and board members, it will include discussion of strengths as well as areas for improvement, rational objective evidence. Trustees will consider the self-eval, staff.
Maybe I should say staff feedback, individual. Maybe I should say trustee members. Aren't we trustees?
Yes.
Individual trustee evaluations.
Right, okay.
Yes, it's going way
And-
faster with you typing.
Individual trustee evaluations. So I think we should say individual trustee evaluations and evidence based on
Yes,
interactions with the library
exactly.
director.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. Okay.
In case it's not included in a
Yep.
thing, but we'll just talk about it. Okay.
Okay. Budget. Assist the library board in preparation of the annual budget, necessarily paperwork completing in a timely manner. Officials regarding the budget.
I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, we
Well,
seem to do good work on this.
I think it's because the last one the problem was we were trying to get rid of, like we were like, this is too long.
Yeah.
And so we put a lot of stuff into the
Yeah.
I think that's what we did.
Okay. Do we need to add? I don't think we need to add anything to their
No. No, I think
No.
that's good.
Okay. Policy implementation and recommendation. Policy recommendations are reasonable, well thought out, necessary, and appropriate to the efficient operation of the library. Library board operation of the library. Library board decisions are fully implemented on a timely basis.
Those are, it's
Yep.
understandable. It's way,
Yes.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
For some reason, yeah. Okay. Interaction. Director provides information needed by the board of trustees in a timely manner.
The only thing I would say there is why do we need director? Because it's not really consistent with what we're doing later on. Like the other ones don't say director apprises. Can we just start it with
Provides.
provides?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we start all of them with. appropriately apprises board of decisions or communications which might affect the relationships with the community or the city.
Appropriately.
Yeah, are you saying get rid of appropriately or
I know what I'm doing with it quite yet. in my head.
effectively? Well,
Why can't we just say apprises board?
that's what I was.
Do we need appropriately apprises board of
Right.
decisions and or communications which might affect
I think
external
the
relationships?
appropriateness comes in. Does she tell us too much, too little?
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah.
I think the either the appropriateness or the effectiveness was maybe why we included a qualifying word.
I could do
But-
that. Appropriately apprises.
Qualifying word.
I could do
But-
that. Appropriately apprises
Yeah, that's
board of decisions and or communications. But I think we should say which might affect external relationships.
Sure.
Because it's not just the city or the community. It could be like
The
business
schools,
vendors,
Yeah,
schools,
the
anybody.
outreach stuff. Yep.
Yeah, okay. It could be like
The
business
schools,
vendors,
Yeah,
schools,
the
anybody.
outreach stuff. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Okay, and then we have
It's just not flowing quite.
I know. Some of them just are a little more,
wonky.
yeah. Documentation, including the annual reports, are completed on time.
I just say documentation is completed on time.
Because it's not just the annual report, it is all of it, right? She
Right,
has to do it
right.
monthly, so, and if
Right.
there was something
So what
in
kind
between.
of documentation? I mean, that's my only thing. Like, is it,
Well, I guess it does say including the annual
right,
reports.
documentation relating to, or do we just,
I don't know, maybe you actually leave it because it's documentation including the annual reports are completed on time. So anything else that might come up, like
so, you know, as with a lot of things,
technically.
some of these were written as to action or inaction.
Okay.
So having documentation completed on time, for example, annual reports, was, I think, more of a response to maybe some things not being completed on time sometime in the past. And so completed on time, for example, annual reports, was, I think, more of a response to maybe some things not being completed on time sometime in the past. And so,
So, but
but
any,
do we need to list, you know, strategic plan, update? I mean, we could go on with that. Completing on time sometime in the past, and so.
So, but
But
any,
do we need to list, you know, strategic plan, update? I mean, we could go on with that list, or we could.
I don't want to go on with the list.
No.
I don't, it's too long.
No, I wouldn't go on with the list. But,
But
I
do we-
think that's almost okay because it also covers like anything that
Any
we would be
documentation.
anything
Right.
that we would be expecting. So even if
Okay.
it's
Right,
plans for the patio or the whatever
Right.
that we're expecting
right,
something to be coming in, or the monthly receipts or
Right.
whatever.
Completed and updated. Because it's not just completing them. Sometimes it's updating like the
timely
policies.
completed.
Or, yeah, I don't like timely. Wait,
Are
I gotta refresh.
completed and updated in a timely manner.
I would say that. I was trying to make it a little bit short, but yeah,
I know.
completed and
That
updated in a
this
timely
is-
manner.
yeah,
That's fine.
All right. Anything else with interaction?
Nope.
Okay, short and long range planning leads strategic plan development and its execution.
Well, what's-
Development and execution. Do we need its execution?
no.
But
Develop-
wait, are we still strategic planning, developing, or are we just executing at this point?
I think the annual plan, like annual goals, are developed each year. Goals are developed each year, driven by the strategic plan. So I think every year we come up with the goals for the year. We come up with the goals for the year.
So would it
guess
be
I would,
comma goal development and execution, or is it still strategic plan?
I guess you're right. Okay, we're not developing the strategic plan, but it's the goal, annual goal development, but it's the goal, annual goal development and execution, leads
Goals.
annual strategic plan, goal, I don't, Judy's good. Let's see what
Yep.
Judy's.
That's exactly. She's typing.
She's
Let's
typing.
wait till.
There's just so much in here I can't. No, that's way too long.
Oh shoot, look at the second one. Director develops, implements, and updates plans consistent with library.
I think the plan's fine.
That's different than the strategic
Yeah.
plan.
Okay. Effectively leads identification and implementation of strategic.
Strategic goals is what we were missing there. And that was
Right. Director develops, implements, and updates plans consistent with priorities, library board priorities.
That's not right. That's not.
No, I agree. Not quite. No, library board priorities.
It's not library board priority. It's identified priorities or something like that. It's not that though. Okay. Develops, implements, and updates.
The
Like
organization, the libraries, it develops with the library board. The
Well,
director,
when-
with the library board, the director develops, implements, and updates.
right, director.
We have to go to
along-
director because that's not consistent with how we had it elsewhere.
Oh,
Okay.
true.
Develops, implements, and updates. Is it plans? What are plans?
Priorities. Priorities. No, you don't implement a priority.
Is implement the word that develops?
Plans related to priorities set
Maybe implement
With the-
should be at the bottom and not at the
with the
top.
library board.
It should be at the bottom and not at the
with the
top.
library board.
Develops.
With input from.
I think we're overtaking
updates.
this.
Yeah.
I think the first one is effectively leads identification
And implementation
of plans.
and implementation
Of plans.
strategic goals.
Yeah.
But see, that doesn't really evaluate her on day to day or not
But this
every
is short
single.
and long range planning. It is planning. It's
Right.
not operations.
But I think
It's
we
not
wanted.
really the implementing. It's just the plan.
I think this goes back to when other people also were on this that wanted a separate evaluation of how the strategic plan is being addressed versus just day-to-day operation.
Let's do it this way. And then once have we said,
A separate point then?
well, no, so that's the first one I just
Right.
said.
Yeah.
Okay, then once we said effectively implements I can't type that. Wow, effectively implements and updates plans based on goals identified by library board. Goals identified by library board. We are identifying goals as part of the evaluation process.
Correct. And they're not all related to the strategic
Right.
plan.
But she needs to plan for that, right? So
Right.
effectively, but she needs to plan for that, right? So
Right.
effectively
Do we need implements right there though? Like maybe it should be effectively updates plans based on goals identified by library board.
yeah, I like that. Like effectively
Develops. and-
effectively develops and updates plans because they can change, right,
Right.
as you're going along. Effectively develops and updates plans based on goals
the library board. It's
Plans.
based on the
No, this is to achieve. Effectively develops and updates plans to achieve goals identified by library board.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Develops and updates plans to achieve goals.
So that would be aside from the strategic plan.
Right,
So that's more of your short term.
Strategic plan.
right.
So that's more of your short term, right?
Mhm.
Right,
Where
right.
The effectively leads.
Right.
The strategic plan is your long term,
Right,
kind of.
right. What's
Yeah,
gonna
I
happen
think-
when that strategic plan expires in 2024. You know,
Well, when we had been trying to make
you know,
well, when we had been trying to make a strategic plan for
right,
the organization, they were telling me that when we were doing research, like some of like the motor companies
yeah,
have strategic plans that are like go out like 5,000 years.
right, yeah,
Years.
right, yeah, yeah,
Ours only goes out to 2024.
yeah. Well, it was a 4-year.
I thought you were supposed to really look at it every 5 years.
You are.
Right.
Yes.
I know a friend of ours works for. Is it Toshiba?
Mm-hmm.
American companies are looking at a quarterly thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they look 5 to 10 years out when they're measuring success. So it's really different. Yeah.
I bet.
All right. Are we good with the planning, short and long term, or are you still thinking
No, I think
about
I'm fine.
No, I
Okay.
think that's good. Okay.
maintenance and construction of physical plant engages on a
It's me.
Can we just say facilities?
maintenance and construction
Of facilities and
I think
equipment?
physical plant is how the city refers.
Oh, is it?
Don't they consider
I have no
the
clue what they
physical
do.
plant is like heating, air conditioning, roof? I mean,
No, they, okay.
I like this is like building maintenance. Building maintenance.
Right. I mean, I
So-
get that. It just seems
I know it sounds kind of weird, but
okay.
this
I guess
is
it's
like
just to the
not
board too.
the
This is
furniture and fixtures. It's
Okay.
like yeah.
that's why. Okay, that makes sense.
But maintenance and construction
We just did this in the other one. Can somebody?
in the
We just did this in the other one. Can somebody?
in the staff one.
Yeah.
Sure.
What do we? So
Well,
we
let me look at
changed
this one
it.
first here. Director. Okay, we're not starting with director because
Yeah, I took that out. I
so
took
it
it out. I already
engages
took it
on
out.
a daily basis. Oh, okay. I think it's almost exactly the same.
Yeah, but I think we made some changes, didn't we?
I think it's almost exactly the same.
Yeah, but I think we made some changes, didn't we?
Let's see.
I thought we
Director
daily
properly
basis.
maintains the library facility and grounds.
Okay.
Yeah, we took out the engages on a daily basis and just said properly maintain grounds. And
Okay,
you know
that's
what? In the
dumb.
staff one, we start every single one with director. Or with not well. No, I
No,
take that back.
we should probably just make it consistent.
Yeah.
Okay, then what is the second one? Engages in efforts to.
Whoops.
Efforts to properly maintain the library facility and grounds on a long-term basis.
Staff one.
That is the staff one.
Do we have engages proactively in efforts?
Director proactively
Proactively
engages
we switched those two
in
words,
efforts.
remember?
Director
Proactively
proactively
engages.
Yeah. in efforts to properly maintain the library facility and grounds on a long-term
Yeah.
basis.
Okay, so it's the only change. Okay.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Professional development. Is aware of new changing methods of service delivery and technical processes and maintains current knowledge of library science, state library laws, standards, conferences, seminars, and meetings of professional organizations. Standards, conferences, seminars, and meetings of professional organizations. I think this is one that we took a couple and condensed down into one. But
Well, I would put new and changing. I don't like
I don't know if we
this,
need all of that. How about
Okay.
attends and obtains?
Okay.
Attends and obtains education needed. This might be just too short, but it's just like so long. What? technical processes and current knowledge of library science, state library issues and standards. I mean, that's way too long.
It is too long, but it does identify several important things. How do we condense it in something like she needs to know what the current state law is?
They
Current
shouldn't be
things and-
combined then, because what
Yeah.
are you going to answer if she does 3 of the 8 things?
And do we even know how to answer some of these? Like, I don't know.
No, I don't know what she
knows.
intends. Right.
So, is she keeps up to date on?
She gives us a
or-
monthly
Yeah.
synopsis of what she has done, but
Okay, can you guys see what I just did? Okay. Maybe you say
Yeah.
attends necessary
Uh-huh.
training or something like that. Attends training, maybe. Obtains education.
I like.
needed to effectively perform job, maintains.
So I like the way you
knowledge
broke
to-
it into 2.
Yeah. Perform job, maintains.
So I like the way you
knowledge
broke
to-
it into 2.
Yeah, I do
Maintains
too.
required knowledge to operate library. That would be laws and standards and all that.
Mhm.
And then
The stuff for more like up to
obtains.
date.
I would say I'd take out attending. I don't think they attend much. I don't think they attend much. I think most of it is just information that's gathered.
Moving for the training. Maintains and acquires.
The top one attends.
They don't attend conferences?
Well, she goes to other libraries for lots of.
That's
That's obtaining different education.
attending. She attends you're right. Attending all the meetings, whether they're online.
Why don't
or
I just
in
keep it the same?
Mhm.
Maintains and acquires knowledge to effectively perform
person.
job.
Job.
Mhm.
Maintains and acquires required knowledge to operate library.
The newest one. Okay. Yep.
Maintains and acquires instead of acquired.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you.
Acquires knowledge to perform job. Do we? Because performing her job is leading her staff, so we don't need to. And then acquires required knowledge to operate library.
Yeah, that's breaking it into 2, I think.
Requires knowledge. Requires knowledge. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Community development.
Okay, what do we do in the other one? Because
We start with the
these are
action.
all changed. We all just changed all of these.
Okay.
In the
Oh, you mean in the staff one?
yeah,
And well, the question is, do we? Oh, you mean in the staff one?
yeah.
And well, the question is, do we evaluate her the same way the staff does?
Well, I think
mean,
we use the exact same
yes.
language in these.
Okay.
There's things in here that we don't have in the staff ones.
The needs of the community are considered in. Except
Library.
this, we are not. We have to get the language.
So needs of community are considered in library operations. That's what we put in the staff one as the first one.
Right.
The needs of community are considered in library operations.
Except we have to start it the same. What are you starting with the action? Maintains, acquires, maintains, engages in.
Well, considers needs of the community in
Yes,
library
there we
operations.
The second one, let me know when you're ready.
I'm not that fast.
Yeah.
Well, there's a delay also. Needs of the okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Opportunities and efficiencies are with schools are identified and implemented.
Identifies and implements.
Because I have to change it to identify. So identifies
Identifies
opportunities and efficiencies.
Schools.
Is there an implementation part of that or not?
Nope.
Identifies and
Just
yeah,
said.
opportunities are identified and implemented.
Oh, is it
How
efficiencies? It's not.
Right. It says opportunities and
And
efficiencies.
are identified and implemented.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Opportunities and
efficiencies
efficiencies with schools are identified and implemented.
So for ours, it would be identifies and implements.
Opportunities and efficiencies with schools.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then identifies efforts to expand outreach and services. I think that one we kept the same.
Yeah, because we just, we put it
identifies-
No, we have
director.
identifies experts to expand.
Areas to expand outreach and services. Director identifies areas to.
We say efforts in here.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Maybe we should say identify areas and efforts.
So.
Maybe we should say identify areas and efforts.
For which one? The staff one or
For our one.
Office.
Oh my gosh, I have there. Yeah, for our one, for the director one.
identifies efforts to expand. Efforts and opportunities. Efforts to expand. Efforts and opportunities.
Opportunities, okay.
So you want to change the staff one or no? I can.
Yeah, why don't we just change it to make it the same?
Okay.
What the heck? This is weird. Identifies. We're in community development, right?
Yes.
Identifies to, what was it?
Identifies efforts and opportunities. I think is the word we
Oh shit, I'm not in the middle here.
Okay, opportunities, okay.
to expand outreach and services.
Identifies efforts and opportunities to expand outreach and services.
And then for the staff one, identifies
Just gonna copy and paste.
efforts. Oh no, the programming one is next.
Well, it's gonna be the same thing. You're telling me what the changes are.
Right.
Ah. Did I go to the wrong one? Oh, because I'm switching between. I know why this doesn't let me do this. Because I'm switching between the two different Google profiles, because I'm switching between the two different Google profiles, or the two different profiles. I'll do it. I'll
fun.
do it later. Otherwise, that's why.
Okay, so can somebody tell me what we said about programming?
Yep.
Programs are
Okay, let me see here.
All right. Programs are routinely.
Let me see here.
All right. Programs are routinely and appropriately assessed.
hold on 1 second.
Routinely and appropriately.
Okay, programs are what? Are
Routinely and appropriately assessed, evaluated, planned, and implemented.
I gotta go back and fix this, but I got
fix the
I got the idea. That's all I wanted to
right, right.
Because I gotta get rid of all this stuff here. Okay, implemented.
Implements, plans,
Gotta get evaluated correctly.
and
Routine. See, if I was typing at work, it just automatically would fix it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fix it. Okay, does it look right to you guys now?
let me refresh it. Yeah, except we start with the action. I know.
I was just thinking the
keep
same
harping on
thing. Routinely
I
and
know.
appropriately.
that. So we would probably say appropriately assesses, evaluates, plans, and implements programs.
Wait, where are we on here?
No, I wouldn't even say that because that's way too long. Well, I'll tell
Well,
you
that's
what
what we
I'm
do
saying.
now.
Where are we on here?
No, I wouldn't even say that because that's way too long. Well, I'll tell
Well,
you
that's
what
what
I'm
we do
saying.
on
Oh,
the
there
other
it
one.
is.
We
Hold
wanted to,
on.
and we routinely.
I'll tell you what I did, and then you tell me if it works. Hold on. We're on programming. Routinely and appropriately assess. We're on programming. Routinely and appropriately assesses, evaluates, plans, and implements programs.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Right. And then crisis management.
You need to fix that one.
Again,
Effectively
it's
responds to what?
responds to unanticipated issues and events.
Oh boy, then that's it. So, on last year's question to this,
We should go back and look at the minutes.
Oh, I guess we probably have those on.
or do you have like the results from the surveys? I mean,
We have the results,
I
but
don't know that we,
I'm trying to remember if like Mike or somebody said to do something differently.
oh, you're right, the minutes were
we should look
probably-
at the minutes of our board meeting. That's what-
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I think in general, the board has shifted to letting the committees do their work,
Mhm.
present their findings, and trusting, you know?
Mhm.
Present their findings and trusting, you know?
Mhm.
And so in that case, I don't think a lot was said about.
I mean, like the results from the survey.
Right. Right. Did anybody, I think people always have the opportunity in the board more, I think people always have the opportunity in the board more so, I think sometimes than the staff adds additional comments
Oh, right. so I
without
suppose.
necessarily saying we need a whole nother question.
Okay.
That's how they do it, wouldn't you agree, Judy? That I think they're not really
Yeah.
telling us we really need to change it,
Gotcha. 'Cause you're, yeah.
you know?
I see what you're saying, because I'm forgetting it's from the board. The board is one of the surveys. I was thinking, so nothing from the staff would make us think that we need another question.
Sorry.
Wow, I thought that was a horn going off outside.
Yeah, no, that's
yours.
the phone that the phone rings.
I think we have a comments on
Right.
them.
That's
Right.
why I was asking. in
Right,
case-
and we have that for the staff too.
Right.
And you know what, we didn't identify anything else that we need to include on the surveys. Obviously,
Okay.
there were some things that we needed
That we didn't know about, that we needed to
identify
address.
for sure,
Yeah.
but it wasn't that we needed to add anything more to the survey.
Okay.
I think that's why we kind of take a peek at the job description. We also, kind of use the format of that strategic plan, the areas of the strategic plan in these areas. Budget, yeah.
Okay.
Programming,
I just wanted to make sure there
Community.
wasn't anything that we needed to
right,
add on to this
Yeah.
per se.
right. All right. Let me just make sure. Okay, future meeting dates. So basically our next steps are that we get this finished up, you get it in a format that we can get it out, and you're still okay with doing that?
Yeah.
To the staff, and so I assume you'll,
Judy-
to the staff, and so I assume you'll
Judy
get
just did the hard part, so.
yeah, I assume you will get all the emails you need from Jennifer, like you said, do
Yeah.
it where she sends them out, or however you do
Yeah,
it, just
we'll figure out the best way. I'll figure
Yeah,
out the best way.
to
and
both
then,
the staff and the board, and then we to submit. Now, last year, I don't know when we sent them out. We gave them a deadline of the 1st of December. It's going to be a little different this
We
year.
need to
'cause
do it earlier because
Right,
of
that's what I was
the
gonna say.
recommendation for the raise.
Right. So it is by, let's say, the middle of the month, we could have them back by November 1st. I think if we give people longer than 2 weeks, they're
They're
going to
not
forget
gonna-
about
I think
it.
we should do it in the middle of the month.
Yes.
And then I think at the meeting we should have one of the items should be personnel committee evaluation forms. And then we can say at that thing, if there's something that's not addressed, in the form that you think needs to be added, let us know. Maybe like send them out right before the meeting. Do you know what I'm saying?
Send
In
up,
case there's something that we're missing, right? Or somebody's like, you know what, I really want to address this.
but if we send them out to the staff, then
Well, yeah.
it's too late.
What do
And
we
I don't want
want?
to. Then
Well, yeah.
it's too late.
What do
And
we
I don't want to
want?
wait till November to send them out and try to have them back.
Well,
in
when
2
is our
weeks.
meeting? When is our meeting?
Well, at the
The
end of
24th?
yeah.
October 24th.
I don't think
I mean, we could easily. we could easily have them out by the end of next week. I don't see why we couldn't. Because really, they're basically done without just testing and whatever, which I should be able to get done this weekend.
Yeah, you don't remember people, like I said, dress as far as job performance, but whether they thought our form needed to be changed, I don't think. I mean, we address, the big areas, although you look a little hesitant.
Well, I thought there was something that
can
Mike raised about our form, but I can't remember what it was.
We can send it out later.
I don't know if I would
whatever.
include it in the minutes. That small of a detail I might not have included in the minutes.
Should we just...
But didn't we meet after we did the evaluations and talk about the process? What did we talk about in January?
Well, we talked about, so in January last year,
Yeah.
in January we collate a presentation to Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that, but what's the January 24th meeting about the forms? What's the agenda for that meeting?
Well, see, those are the minutes we don't have.
Yeah, but we have the agenda.
Oh, we should, yeah.
Agenda.
Oh, we should, yeah. Third. I don't have here.
It should be in here. January 24th. January 24th agenda. What was the agenda? Review job description.
Oh, that's what we did and
That's
made this
not there.
timeline.
Yeah, what's the January 15th one?
That one was probably getting ready for, because
Discussion of library board director.
yeah. And I think that one.
1-3. What's 1-3? That was reviewing of the library director evaluation accomplishments and goals. Okay. I think we leave it as is, and if somebody has a strong opinion about something, we can say, well, put it in the comments, in the general comment about if there's anything. What I have is if somebody does say something like, I really wish we would have asked the staff for X, we're going to have already sent it out.
Right. Well, we'll put it on it for next year.
And that's why I'm wondering, once if we did, so from a timing perspective, what happens if we gave the draft forms for staff and board on October 20th? Look for it in your email tomorrow. And then we get everything back by, what's the date, November 6th?
So,
Like 2 weeks after the 24th.
we could have it back on like November 8th, which would be
Would
two
it be 2
weeks
weeks
from
from the
date.
Tuesday?
Right.
Mhm.
And then we meet the week after.
So 1, 2. Okay, and then we meet like the 15th or
Right.
the week of the 14th.
Right. And then we give the recommendations at the November meeting.
Oh, because you would
Right.
still have
we
time.
would meet the week of the 14th.
You would
Right.
still
we would
have
we
time.
would meet the week of the 14th, and then the 21st is a board meeting,
Yep.
and then we can meet with Jennifer
Actually,
in December.
that's probably a different board meeting. Good thing, right? Because
What?
it's November, it's not the 28th.
Well, it might be the 28th. Well, it might be the 28th. Let me look here.
That would give us more time even if it was the 28th.
Right. Let's see. Do we have? Okay. Do we have a? So, are we going to include copies in our board packets then of the two evaluations?
Yes.
Okay.
They
Let's
look
do
at
that.
them, then they can all agree. We tell them it's going to be sent out.
The
very next day, even if we have to add something.
Right. Hopefully it'll be that long. I mean, I
You
can
Here,
don't have
everything
your
will be
documents
done.
open in case
Right.
people want to add stuff,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
we could send it out Tuesday.
Right.
Give 2 weeks,
Right.
and I think what we did last year is, let's say there's, 25 staff. I don't think there's 25 staff, but let's say there's 25 staff, and at the end of 15.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then the best you can do, because you don't know who
Send
they're
out a
coming from,
reminder.
is send out a reminder.
Yep.
The board.
The only question I have is, do we need to formally ourselves meet to approve the forms before they're sent out?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. I mean,
Okay.
there's
I mean, we haven't. I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. I mean,
Okay.
there's,
I mean, we haven't really even had the staff, the trustees, like, approve.
What-
They approve, what do we do?
Well, that's what I'm trying to remember. In the past, have we had them actually approve the form?
I don't
In the
remember,
past, have we had them actually approve the form?
I don't remember them approving the form.
Maybe just ask Jennifer
Yeah.
to confirm that we've not had them in the past approve the form. I
No,
think we should
because
just.
I don't even think they saw the form before
Maybe.
they got
Well,
on
that's
my
why I'm
site.
wondering if we just give them the opportunity, right? So they don't be like, why was it?
Right. I think what we did was the evaluation. So when we met in closed
We
session
definitely have to
with
do
the
that, yeah.
board
Mhm.
and we presented the results of the staff and board evaluations, then they had to give their approval, and then we took them to Jennifer,
okay.
and gave people the chance to, make any additional comments. But as before, since they've approved or not approved
But
the form,
seen
but
it.
seen it before they
Get
it or seen it before
Right.
it's sent out. So we could.
I think since we have time, let's just do that, and
Yeah.
that way, if there's information we're not thinking about, right,
Right.
we've solicited it,
Right.
they've gotten the heads up,
Right.
and we're just telling them that, and so we feel.
So let's.
I mean, nothing should be too crazy. We just changed
Right.
wording, so yeah, they
So
shouldn't
as
have
these
any.
as these are sent back to you, they're
Mhm.
like automatically collated, and the
Yes.
comments are put.
It
so
should
you-
be. I mean, I'm gonna
Sure.
take a. Granted, I guess the quiz wouldn't be over. Yeah, I mean that's how it's supposed to. Granted, I guess the quiz wouldn't be over. Yeah, I mean that's how it's supposed to work. I
Right.
might make like a 3-question quiz just to check
Yeah,
to
for
make sure that it's
It's going. Yeah.
But I have plenty of
Because I
time
think
if we're
that's
not
what
going to send it.
Radian used
Yes.
to do. It would just automatically.
Yes,
it would be
that's what
kinda
it says
automatic.
it does.
Yeah.
I just have not done,
it.
one
Yes.
through Google.
It would just automatically.
Yes,
it would be
that's what
kinda
it says
automatic.
it does.
Yeah.
I just have not done,
Done it,
one
yes,
through Google
yes.
myself.
So
All
then-
the other forms that I have done, yes, do
Yeah.
that. They make a chart, they do it all.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. So then, if we are giving them 2 weeks, they have to be back on the 8th, submitted
Mm-hmm.
by the 8th. So we actually would have. Then the rest of that week would be, or the week of the 14th, or the week of Thanksgiving, technically, to meet. We should
Mhm.
probably set a meeting date, though. I don't think we have to wait till our board meeting to do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm always pretty flexible, so
Okay.
whatever you guys want.
And I'm flexible too. Judy,
So what week are we
you're the
looking at?
one that. Let's look at the week of the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I'm pretty good that week.
Okay.
You tell us what days usually.
Well, when are we getting the results back?
The 8th.
So why don't we go just? I mean,
Should we?
there shouldn't. I mean, there's no. It just comes back. But why don't you? Well, and actually, I bet we'll all be able to see them. But just in case we're not, why don't we just go? Just in case we're not, why don't we just go a little later in the week? Just.
Why don't we do the 16th? Because we don't want to be too late. Because
Yeah.
we have to get the information sort of together for the
Right.
board meeting and get it to Jennifer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so why don't we do
16th,
16th?
Wednesday. Okay, sounds good.
And is 5 o'clock too early for you, Judy?
It
Or-
Sounds good.
and is 5 o'clock too early for you, Judy?
It
Or-
should be fine.
Okay, Wednesday. at
Because yeah,
5
you know what? I didn't realize how early it really was. So we can definitely do later if you want.
No, 16th. That's fine. The 5th.
Is
the
that
5
okay
o'clock,
for you
yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
your girls? 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
November 16th, Wednesday. November 16th, Wednesday. November 16th. So, the board is gonna, I'm just trying to take notes here. Board will see forms. October board meeting. /25th. To November 8th. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And then I need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I motion to adjourn the meeting.
Okay.
I'll
will
second.
s-
Well,
Okay,
whoever
Judy.
seconded it.
I was gonna say.
Judy, you
Whoever.
can second it. All in favor? Aye.